Have you ever felt like being alone is a problem? Something you need to fix? Well, today we're going to explore a really powerful mindset shift, and it's all inspired by the LPots community, a group that's all about normalizing loneliness. They teach us how to take that feeling and, instead of fearing it, turn it into a real celebration of you. It's a question I think we've all asked ourselves, right? You finish a really tough project, you get through a difficult day, or you hit some small personal goal. But there's nobody there to give you a high five. And in that quiet, it's so easy to start wondering, did that even matter? Does it really count? Let me be completely clear about this. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Every single one of those moments absolutely counts. Your progress, your resilience, your little sparks of joy, they are all so valid and so important, whether you have an audience of 1 or 1,000. So how do we get to a place where we actually believe that our solo victories matter? Well, the LPots community has a really powerful and actually pretty practical answer. You learn to become your own best friend. And believe me, this isn't just some cute saying. It's a massive shift in how you relate to yourself. Just think about it for a second. How do you treat your best friend? You're their #1 fan, right? Their biggest cheerleader, the first person they call for support. The whole idea here is to take all of that incredible kindness and just turn it inward. So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, it's being that voice in your head that says, hey, you got this, when the room is totally silent. It's giving yourself grace when you mess up instead of beating yourself up. It's about making time for things that bring you joy just because. You essentially become your own safe space. Okay, so that's the what. Let's get into the how. How do we make this a real daily practice? Here are 5 simple, totally doable ways you can start celebrating yourself like right now. And the most important thing here is that these don't have to be big, grand gestures. Seriously, acknowledging that you got out of bed on a tough day, that is a win. Creating a little solo ritual, like your own special Friday night movie night, builds a tradition of self-care. And doing something just for the fun of it without needing to be productive, that is a revolutionary act of friendship with yourself. I mean, just imagine finding a sticky note with this on your bathroom mirror, or getting a random reminder on your phone that says this. That's the kind of love note we're talking about. It's all about changing that inner voice from a critic to an encourager. It sounds so simple, but it can literally rewire how you see yourself. Now, why is all of this so important? What's the big deal? Well, because practicing this stuff isn't just about feeling a little better in the moment. It actually leads to this deep, lasting change inside you. This right here, this is where the magic happens. You go from constantly waiting for someone else to say, good job, to becoming your own source of validation. You shift from dreading an evening alone to feeling genuinely peaceful in your own company. You stop needing an audience because you've become the one who truly sees how valuable and interesting your own life is. And let's be really clear here. This is not about rejecting other people or community. Sharing joy with others is one of the best parts of life. But learning to be your own source of celebration, now that is a fundamental act of self-care. It literally heals that little part of you that was taught to believe you weren't quite enough on your own. So as we start to wrap this up, let's leave you with a few powerful truths from the LPots community. Think of these as little reminders to stick in your back pocket, especially for the days when things feel a little tough. This one is so important. Being by yourself is a circumstance. It is not a reflection of how lovable you are. It's a season, not a life sentence. Your value, it's inherent. It's just there. It doesn't go up or down based on your relationship status or how many friends you have. You are whole. You are worthy right now exactly as you are. The most important applause you will ever receive is your own. When you learn to be your own biggest fan, you realize you were never actually forgotten. You were always there, just waiting to start cheering for yourself. And that brings us right here to the final question. What will you celebrate today? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe you celebrate that you made your bed, that you drank a glass of water, that you just showed up for another day. Take a moment, find one little thing, and be your own best friend. Celebrate you. You've more than earned it.